here. The monuments far away from here, 1.5 kilometer.
Okay.
We will go by the CNG bus, which is the non-pollution vehicle. Okay, so we will get a bus from over there. So the guide fare is 600 rupees for both places. Fatehpur and Sikri, they are two places. So I will take you both places. All right. Used to enter every Friday or every day. That's only for the royals. And that gate have a fixed stamp in a year every 12 months. Other gate, it's called Victory Gate, is known as Buland Darwaza. That gate used for the public. That gate have a 52 step. In a year have a 52 gates. So that is the palace for the residential part of the Akbar. He used to live there and he enter every Friday with this gate. So, but the shoes are not allowed. We have to take out our shoes when we enter inside. And there is a watchman who's watching our shoes. When we come back, we give him something like 20 or 30 rupees from all of them. I will explain you about the basic history of this place inside the corridor. Just 13 years ago became like your son age. Became an emperor. But the one experienced guy, his name was Baram, guided him. That's why he was handled for himself with the dynasty very well. And Akbar used to live in Agra. Agra was the first capital of Mughal Empire. And Akbar had 3 queens. These were officially from 3 different religions. The first one was Muslim. Her name was Ruqayya Begum from Turkey. And second one, Mariam from Goa, Portuguese. And the third one, Maharani Jodhabai from Jaipur. So he had 3 official queens from 3 different religions. But unfortunately, he had no babies. He was disappointed who was the next king after me. But the king was a secular, that's why he respected all the religion. And started new religion that's called Deen-e-Ilahi, which means all in one. But unfortunately, that religion couldn't success. Just 17 or 18 people who believed that religion. But unfortunately, the religion couldn't success. So he went so many different spiritual places. He was stuck to one exam or daughter. He went so many other spiritual places like temple, church, nobody giving a blessing. Finally, he went to Ajmer. There is the biggest tomb in India. That's called Garib Namaz tomb. And the other one is Vaishno Devi. He went to Vaishno Devi too. But both places he had a dream about the sun. And both recommended to Akbar Fatehpur Sikri. So you can see the white building, the tomb of the saint. That time he was alive and lived in the same place. When he came from Agra and met the saint giving a bless to Akbar as a baby boy. When he blessed to Akbar as a baby boy, in a 1 year he got a 1 son from Hindu wife and decided to bless him. 1570 was started construction and 1582 was completed. In a 12 years completed whole area. The king was lived here till 16 years. There was a big problem of water. The water was short. The reason to left this place and went to Lahore. After Lahore, he back to Agra again. You can see the strait, there is a mosque, still is active, using prayer for 5 times.
This one?
Yeah, the mosque still is active. And you can see the gate over there, ma'am. That's called Victory Gate. The gate used for the ordinary people, but you are from royal family. That's why we came from the royal family. And these are towers, total 176. Because there was no light during month of Ramadan, use a candle. End of Ramadan have a big festival. So it's still the Holy Man family is still alive. 16 generations they organized a big festival during month of Ramadan. And you can see these graves from there. All these are graves for the ladies and gents. But gents come outside, the ladies come inside. This is the place. I'm going to explain you very important thing. Listen, we can. Only for the one lady. Her name was Jodhabai from Jaipur. Yes. She was princess of Amir Fort, and that's why she got the biggest palace. And the main reason she gave a 1 son to Akbar. So that is the summer palace, and that is the winter palace. So that is the best side, or this is the east side. And the second thing is that the behind the palace have a big
आपका वाइफ है
so because
आप लोग हट जाओ
behind the clothes, so that's become war. And straight there was, sorry, there in front of us there was a temple. She was devoted of Lord Krishna. She went there early morning to worship. In the middle there was a plant of basil. It still is holy. It still is an ordinary plant, but that time there was a basil. It's a holy plant. You can see how beautiful a large courtyard. That's a servant quarters. She had 64 servants. They lived with her. And you can see the domes, the Islamic structure. The domes used for the security guard. Security guard were units, no male, no female, because they couldn't sex with them. That's why they protect with the units. And second thing is that nobody were allowed. Even his son became 15 years old. Just only one man was allowed. His name was Akbar. He was the king. So now we are going to see the kitchen of Hindu wife. Would you like to have your picture here? When they got married with the Hindu lady, that was a political marriage. So before marriage, she had a demands. I need a kitchen, temple. We already seen the temple. So this is the kitchen for the Hindu lady. She was pure vegetarian. That's why she got a separate kitchen. And that kitchen for the non-vegetarian, Muslim and Christian wife. But this kitchen is highly richly carved with the design of the earrings. You can see over there. All they done it by hand, hammer by chisel. Look at this. This is the zigzag Persian pattern. Hopefully you will see Taj Mahal. You can find also there a zigzag pattern. And that is the palace for the second lady. Her name was Mariam. So that is the Mariam Palace. That's called Golden House, but still you couldn't find any single piece of gold. All has gone from there. We are here. This is the palace of the first lady. Her name was Ruqayya Begum or Turkish Sultan. So small palace according to the other wife. So this palace was known as Sheesh Mahal. You know why it's called Sheesh Mahal? Because you can see over there have boxes, all boxes covered with the colorful mirrors. And during the night, burning the candles over there, how beautiful shining was there, especially on the night. And even this palace is highly carved with the carvings. You can see there the animals, the trees, and also you can find the swastika on the borders. Can you find the swastika on the borders? So that is the symbol of Hindus. You know why? Because the swastika of Hindus is represent to Akbar's mentality. He was a secular king. That's why this is a palace of Muslim lady, but you can find the Hindu architecture as well. Look at this, how pretty carving. That's called geometrically pattern. So all of the carved done by hand, hammer by chisel. So in the one city in Uttar Pradesh, it is called Saharanpur. One city is called Saharanpur. There is a lot of work with the wood. So that looks like a wood work, but this is not a wood. It's a real stone work. And you can see here, you can see the design of pomegranate. On this side, you can find grapes and leaves. You can find here all done it by hand, hammer by chisel, but it looks like painting or woodwork. But it's not a painting; it's originally carved on the stone. Look at that, how beautiful seal. This is called door pattern, and mostly the old and ancient buildings that's called Haveli. So they have a main entrance door, the same like this is the same design of Havelis, and that's called Anup Talab. Come here. That's called Anup Talab. Actually, Anup means beautiful, Talab means pond. That time fill of the road water, but still you can find there is a different water. You see the middle one, that is the seat of Tansen. Akbar had a 9 minister, like 9 gems, like 9 important semi-precious stones like that. So he was one of them. He used to sit there and start the perform. When he start the perform, the king used to sit in his palace and hearing his perform when he start. But some festival and some special time, the 3 wives used to sit over there and watching the perform dance. So that is called Khwabga. That's the Akbar Palace. It's called Khwabga. You know why it's called Khwabga? Because that's the dream house in meaning in English. But Akbar had 3 wives from 3 different religions, but unfortunately these were not allowed. That's only for unofficially wife. That's why it's called dream house. Because the 3 wives had a permission to enter there, so when they enter at the same time, they have a fight. That's why they couldn't enter inside the Akbar's palace. Alright? So right now we are going to see the game of Parcheesi. Do you know Parcheesi?
No.
Parcheesi is a game, it's very similar to the Ludo or chess. I'll show you on the floor in middle of the palace.
Singers are very famous, and second two singers are very famous. Akbar was such as
Girls school in India. Actually, Akbar was uneducated. Just 13 years old, became an emperor. He couldn't complete his study, but you know very well the value of study. Became a king. He was provided two schools, one for the girls and one for the boys. So this was the girls' school.
This one?
Yeah, the girls came from the secret place. And that place is called Panchmahal, 5-story palace, supported by column. And there is no wall support. There reason because that's totally open from the old side because that's used for the ear. So that's called ear palace as well. But real ear palace which have you seen in Japan? That's called Hava. And that building is designed by pagoda pattern. Do you know pagoda? Have you been Buddhist sector? In India, especially like both Gaya side, they have like temples. You start the foundation is a large, then upper one is like a smaller. So the same happiness there. Same also in Kerala, in Bangalore. I have been so many places in South India. There are a lot of temples. They have a different same structure. They start from the larger, they slowly going to upper floor. And that building had 176 pillars, so each pillar are together 84, 56, 20, 12 and 4. Alright? And from there you can see the nice view of Wall City. Look at this.
What is it? This one.
That is the Diwan-e-Am. I will show you, that's the back side of Diwan-e-Am. I will show you the front side. So look at this, how beautiful courtyard on the floor. That's the game of Parcheesi. Do you know Parcheesi?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Ludo or chess, it's very similar. Even that game used in Asian period, especially in Mahabharata. So Akbar used to sit there. Girls, like 16 girls used to sit around the emperor instead of figures. So the king had a number of dice, so any number came, he is giving an instruction to lady how to move. End of the game, the 4 lady won that game. They had opportunity to spend time with the emperor in house, which we have seen already in dreams. So that is the place. It's called Diwan-e-Khas, which means the hall of private audience, like a member of parliament. Islam, nobody believed in astrology, but the king was a secular. That's why he believed in astrology. So the astrologer name was Purushottam Das. He used to sit there, and king went whenever they need and take a new decision, even in parliament, even in public court, and even he related to it with wives or whatever. They had a problem, they discussed with the astrologer, and he solved the problem. And giving a time which is the right time to do. And also that's a symbol of Hindu Zen architecture. That's called Makar Toran. Actually, Makar means crocodile. Its Toran means elephant. So that's architecture of Hindu Zen architecture. Even the crocodile is symbol of river. So that's called Hindu Zen architecture. Even you can find temples in Jain. You can find also there like same happen. And that is a building is known as Diwan-e-Khas. That look like double story from here. When we'll be go inside, it's a consist open courtyard. And mid watch step please. Please be careful. So that's called Diwan-e-Khas or jewel house. The king had 9 jewels. That's why it's called jewel house. So this is Diwan-e Khas, which we have seen from exterior. It's look like double story, but now we are here. It's a consist open courtyard, and you can find this is a column made by sandstone, and the king used to sit upstairs with his wife, with his ministers, and start the private meeting. When the meeting was going on, nobody allowed here. They discuss about when they made a new rules, regulation in parliament, and like same happened in it's going on in parliament, in Modi parliament. So this figure represents a good mentality because Akbar was a secular, which I told you, and also he was created new religion that's called Deen-e-Ilahi. So this made by different religion architectures. You can find that's called Surai. Surai is a symbol of Umar Khayyam. Umar Khayyam was a great Persian poet in the 12th century. There was a second one is called Buddhist architecture, Hindu architecture, and there is the art for the mosque. On the top of the Persian, you will see today in Taj Mahal, you can find that's called Persian architecture, and the top of that's called stone throwing. Mount Abu has a lot of temple. All these are ancient temples copied from there, and the whole entire palace. This one, it's an Indo-Islamic architecture. Okay. So the whole palace is a range of Indo-Islamic architectures. So you can have a picture. This is the last point. Then I will show you Diwan-e Aam in exterior. Known as Diwan-e Aam, which means the hall of public audience. We have seen inside that's called Diwan-e Khas private meeting hall, and this is a public meeting hall. King used to sit there. You can see the beautiful chamber of the screen that's called Jali, and there is a chamber of king. He used to sit there and hearing a problem of ordinary people during a summer when they had emergencies meeting over here. So they made a tents. Even they had emergency calling to the public meeting. In the night, they have used a lamp. You can see there is a on the top. You can see they have a small rings. So the rings they use both way. In the summertime, to tie it like a thread to have make a tent. Even the nighttime, put the candle. That's called mashal. And someone did a crime. There is no hanging system to give him a punishment. So Akbar had a one favorite elephant. His name was Hiran. So elephant was tied there. And whenever he decided the man was guilty, he stamped on the head. The man was pressed. He crushed the man when he did a crime. So now almost we done here everything. Would like to have more time or do you want to go back? You want to go back or you want more time spent here?